Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the top 15 shocking facts about the Cambodian population. These are mind-blowing details that show how history, culture, and daily life shape this amazing country. If you love learning cool stuff, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and watch till the end. You won't believe number 1. Number 15. Cambodia has one of the youngest populations in Southeast Asia. About 1/3 of its people are under 15 years old, and the average age is around 25. This means most folks are kids, teens, or young adults, way younger than in places like Japan or Europe. Why is this shocking? It's because of tough times in the past, like wars and a bad government that killed many older people. Today, over 17 million people live there, and this young crowd brings lots of energy but also challenges like needing more schools and jobs. Kids make up a big part, so the country focuses on education to help them grow up strong. But with so many young ones, Cambodia has to work hard to give everyone a good future. Imagine a whole nation full of energy and ideas from the youth. It's exciting, but also a big responsibility for leaders. This fact shows how history still affects who lives there today. Number 14, hundreds of thousands of Cambodians left the country because of wars and hard times. In the 1970s, over 300,000 people moved away to escape danger, with many going to the United States, France, and Australia. Today, there's a big Cambodian community abroad, about 270,000 just in the US who say they're Cambodian. This is shocking because it split families and left Cambodia with fewer people to rebuild. After peace came in the 1990s, some returned, like 300,000 refugees from camps in Thailand. But many stayed away, sending money home to help. This migration changed the population forever, making Cambodia lose smart workers and creating a brain drain. Now, the net migration is negative, meaning more leave than come in. It's sad to think how fear drove so many away, but it also shows how strong Cambodians are, building new lives elsewhere while still loving their homeland. Number 13. Cambodia is urbanizing super fast, with cities growing at 7.8% each year from 2008 to 2019. But still, only about 39% of people live in cities. Most are in rural areas farming rice or fishing. This quick change is shocking because it means villages are emptying as folks move to places like Phnom Penh for jobs in factories or tourism. The capital has over 2 million people now. This shift causes problems like crowded cities, pollution, and poor living conditions in slums. In the countryside, old ways of life are fading and families get split up. But it also brings chances for better money and schools. Imagine leaving your farm home for a busy city full of lights and noise. It's a huge jump. This fact highlights how Cambodia is changing from a quiet rural country to a more modern one, but not without growing pains for its people. Number 12. Ethnic groups in Cambodia are mostly Khmer, who make up 96% of the population. But there are small minorities like indigenous hill tribes, about 3%, Chinese, Vietnamese, Lao, and Thai. In 2019, over 455,000 people said they were from ethnic minorities. This is shocking because these groups often face tough times, like losing land to big companies or not getting fair treatment. The Khmer are the main group, speaking Khmer and following old traditions. Minorities add cool diversity with their own languages and customs, like the hill tribes' unique clothes and dances. But history has been hard. During bad times, some minorities were targeted. Today, the government tries to help, but problems remain. It's amazing how one big group dominates, yet the small ones keep their cultures alive in a country of 17 million. This fact reminds us that even in a mostly uniform place, differences make life richer but can cause challenges too. Number 11. Almost everyone in Cambodia is Buddhist. About 97% follow Theravada Buddhism, the official religion. There are small groups of Muslims, 2%, Christians, 0.3%, and others. This is shocking because it's so united in faith compared to diverse countries like the US. Temples are everywhere, and monks in orange robes walk the streets getting food from people. Buddhism shapes daily life, teaching kindness and peace after years of violence. The population's strong belief helps heal from past hurts, like building pagodas to remember the dead. But it also means minorities, like Muslim Cham people, sometimes feel left out. With over 16 million Buddhists, festivals like Khmer New Year are huge parties with dancing and water fights. Imagine a whole country pausing for religious holidays. It's beautiful, but shows how one belief ties everyone together. This fact shows faith's power in keeping hope alive for Cambodians. Number 10. Funerals in Cambodia cost a ton, around $9,000 on average. That's crazy because most people earn less than $100 a month. Families often use all their savings or sell homes to pay for big ceremonies with music, food, and monks chanting for days. This is shocking since it's such a burden in a poor country. Why so expensive? Buddhism says you need proper rites for the soul to rest, including cremation and parties to honor the dead. In a population hit hard by death in the past, funerals are super important for healing, but it leaves many in debt. Rich folks have fancy ones, while poor ones struggle. Imagine saving your whole life just for a goodbye. It's tough. This fact reveals how culture clashes with money issues, making death a big worry for families in Cambodia's 17 million people. Number 9. Baby health differs a lot across Cambodia. In 2010, infant deaths were only 13 per 1,000 births in the capital, but up to 78 in some provinces. Overall, it's about 24 per 1,000 now, better than before but still high. This is shocking because it shows big gaps between city and country kids' chances. Poor areas lack doctors, clean water, and vaccines, so more babies die from simple things like diarrhea. The government works on it, but war leftovers like landmines add dangers. In a young population, healthy kids are key for the future. Moms have about 2.3 kids each, but losing any is heartbreaking. Imagine some places safe for babies while others are risky. It's unfair. This fact highlights health inequalities in Cambodia, pushing for more help to even things out for all 17 million people. Number 8. There's a big gender gap in older Cambodians. For people over 65, there are only 0.6 men for every woman. Overall, the ratio is 0.94 men per woman, but it drops low in old age. This is shocking because wars and the bad government killed more men, like in fighting or hard labor. Women survived more, raising kids alone. Today, with 6% over 65, many grandmas live without grandpas, facing loneliness and poverty. Young folks are balanced, with 1.05 boys per girl at birth. But the old imbalance shows past pain. In a population of 17 million, this means fewer old men to share wisdom. Imagine families with mostly women elders. It's a quiet reminder of history's scars. This fact teaches how violence changes who lives long in Cambodia. Number 7. Cambodia's population boomed fast after huge losses, from 5.7 million in 1962 to over 17 million now, even after millions died in the 1970s. Growth is about 1.6% a year, with births at 19 per 1,000 people. This is shocking because the country bounced back so strong, like a phoenix rising. High birth rates and better health helped, but challenges remain, like feeding everyone. Life expectancy is 70 years, up from low points. With 65% working age, there's potential for growth, but jobs are needed. Imagine losing a quarter of your people, then doubling in size. It's resilient. This fact shows Cambodian spirit to rebuild and grow despite tough history. Number 6. The Khmer Rouge regime killed 1.5 to 3 million people from 1975 to 1979. That's nearly 25% of Cambodia's 8 million population back then. They were a bad government that forced city folks to farms, starved people, and executed many in killing fields. This is the most shocking because it's like a nightmare. Babies smashed on trees, smart people targeted. It left the population smaller and scared, with many orphans and broken families. Today, memorials remember the dead, and the young population is a direct result. Death rate spiked to 86 per 1,000 that time. Imagine losing so many loved ones. It's heartbreaking. This fact explains why Cambodia is how it is now, full of strong survivors. Number 5. Cambodians love mobile phones. With 20.5 million phone subscriptions in a population of 17 million, that's more phones than people. This is shocking because, despite poverty, 97% of households have at least one phone. Even in rural areas, people use cheap smartphones to call, text, or even sell crops online. Internet use is growing fast, with 60% online by 2023, mostly through phones. Young people especially are glued to social media like Facebook. But the digital divide is real. Remote areas have weak signals, and data costs eat up incomes. Imagine having a phone but no money to use it properly. It's frustrating. This fact shows how Cambodia's young population is jumping into the digital age, but not everyone gets equal access. It's cool to see tech spread, but it also highlights gaps between city and village life. Number 4. Cambodia's population density is uneven. It's about 95 people per square kilometer overall, but Phnom Penh has over 3,000 per square kilometer. Rural areas like Mondulkiri can have as few as 6 people per square kilometer. This is shocking because it shows a huge divide between crowded cities and empty countryside. In the capital, over 2 million squeeze into busy streets, causing traffic jams and slums. Meanwhile, rural folks spread out, farming or living in forests. This split makes it hard to share resources like healthcare or schools evenly. Imagine living in a packed city with no space, while others have wide-open fields but no doctors. For 17 million people, this imbalance creates big challenges as cities grow faster than the government can plan. This fact reveals how Cambodia's growth is lopsided, pushing people to urban areas while leaving rural ones behind. Number 3. Many Cambodians rely on farming, with 60% working in agriculture, growing rice, fish, or rubber. But the average farm is tiny, about 1.6 hectares, and most farmers are poor, earning less than $2 a day. This is shocking because in a population of over 17 million, so many depend on small plots that barely feed their families. Climate change, like droughts or floods, makes it worse, ruining crops. In rural areas where 61% live, people lack modern tools or irrigation. Some move to cities for better jobs, but farming is still Cambodia's backbone. Imagine working all day in the sun for just a few bucks. It's exhausting and unfair. The government tries to help with loans, but it's not enough. This fact highlights how tough life is for most Cambodians, who feed the nation but struggle to survive themselves. It's a reminder of how hard work doesn't always mean a good life. Number 2, Cambodia has a high number of orphans. About 553,000 kids under 18 have lost one or both parents. This is shocking because it's a lingering effect of the Khmer Rouge era, AIDS, and poverty. Many parents died young, leaving kids to live with relatives or in orphanages. Some kids even live on the streets, especially in Phnom Penh. Charities help, but only 20% of orphanages are properly funded, and conditions can be rough. In a young population, this means lots of kids grow up without parents' love or support, facing risks like trafficking or forced labor. Imagine being a kid with no mom or dad, trying to survive in a tough world. It's heartbreaking. The government is working on better care systems, but progress is slow. This fact shows how past tragedies and current poverty still hurt Cambodia's kids, making it urgent to protect them for a better future. Number 1. Cambodia's literacy rate is improving but still lags in rural areas. About 80% of adults can read and write, but in remote villages, it drops to as low as 60% for adults, especially women. This is shocking because education is key for a young population of 17 million, with 1/3 under 15. Schools are scarce in the countryside, and kids often work on farms instead of studying. The government has built more schools since the 1990s, but teachers are underpaid and books are rare. Urban areas like Phnom Penh have better schools, creating a big gap. Girls face extra hurdles, as families sometimes prioritize boys. Imagine wanting to learn but having no school nearby. It's tough. This fact shows how Cambodia's youth need more support to unlock their potential, especially in far-off places where life is harder. With education, these kids could change the country's future, but the struggle is real for many. Thanks for sticking with us. Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more awesome facts. Share your thoughts below. Which fact shocked you most? See you next time.